Hi, my name is Marie, and welcome to Learn English and Practice. Today, we're going to do Advanced Vocabulary Builder lesson number 21, where we'll go through 10 advanced words and talk about their definitions, parts of speech, and a couple of sample sentences. We'll also do a story at the end where we practice those words. So, let's hop in. First, listen to me pronounce the words: uncanny, renovate, scurrilous, divisive, pathetic, putrid, dissuade, salve, implement, manifest. First, uncanny. This means strange or mysterious, especially in an unsettling way. It's an adjective. So, for example, if you have a friend and you meet someone who's a stranger and they look just like your friend, you would say, "That's really uncanny. You look just like my friend." Some examples here are: the old abandoned house had an uncanny feeling about it that sent shivers down my spine. The fortune teller's predictions were uncanny as they all came true. Next, we have renovate. This means to restore or return to original health. It's a verb. You'll hear this a lot in the context of home renovation or renovating buildings. So, for example, a historic building could be renovated where it is restored to its original condition. Examples here are: the homeowners decided to renovate their old, outdated kitchen with modern appliances. It took months to renovate the historic landmark to its former glory. Here's scurrilous. This means making or spreading scandalous claims about someone with the intention of damaging their reputation. It's an adjective. So, very similar to the word scurrilous is the word libel. And libel means just this, but it is in the context of legal proceedings. So it's actually like libel is the word for something that you can be found legally guilty of. But scurrilous just means it's like a form of gossip. Examples here are: the newspaper published a scurrilous article about the politician without any proof of the accusations made. The comedian's scurrilous jokes offended many people in the audience. Here's divisive. It means causing dissent, discord. It's a verb. I have also heard this pronounced as divisive. I think there are regional differences in the United States, but technically here it's divisive. And this means division, like dividing into two or multiple parts. And you can hear, for example, about political rhetoric being divisive, making different groups kind of turn against each other. Examples here are: the topic of politics can be very divisive, often leading to arguments and disagreements. The athlete's divisive behavior caused a rift in the team, leading to a lack of cohesion. Here's pathetic. This means arousing pity or sadness as an adjective, or pitiful as an adjective. So it does have a negative connotation, and you would, for example, say, like, your friend who's moping around and still sad because they had a breakup, but it was 6 months ago and they miss their former partner. You would say, "Oh, you're pathetic. Get your act together and keep on living your life." Or, for example, dogs who are strays and are skinny and looking really pitiful, that you could use the word pathetic, but pathetic's almost a little mean. So be careful with that. Examples here are: his attempt at an apology was pathetic as he failed to take responsibility for his actions. The team's performance was pathetic, losing by a landslide to their opponents. Here's putrid. This means rotten, foul. It's an adjective. So, for example, rotting garbage, or an egg that has gone bad, These are things that would be putrid. You could even use the word putrid to describe something that you really, really don't like. But typically, it has a meaning associated with actually rotting and going bad. Some examples here are: the garbage can emitted a putrid odor that made me gag. The decaying corpse produced a putrid stench that filled the room. Here's dissuade. It means to persuade someone not to do something. It's an adjective. And I use this all the time. It's to convince someone not to do something. All right. If your friend is about to make a bad decision, you want to dissuade that friend from making that decision. Examples here are: I tried to dissuade my friend from taking the job because of its long hours. The teacher tried to dissuade the student from dropping out of school by offering support and resources. Salve. It's a soothing balm as a noun. All right. And that's the literal meaning. You can also use it to describe pretty much anything soothing or anything calming. Examples are: the ointment acted as a salve to soothe my burns. Her kind words acted as a salve to my wounded ego. Here's implement. So a couple of different meanings here. It's an instrument, utensil, or tool as a noun, or it means to put a decision, plan, or agreement into effect as an adjective. So an implement could, for example, be a ladle or a spatula in the kitchen. So an actual tool that you would use for cooking in that example, or a tool for pretty much anything. And then to implement something means to put it in place, to make it happen. Examples here are: the company plans to implement new policies to improve workplace safety. The government plans to implement new laws to protect the environment. Manifest. This means easily understandable, obvious as an adjective, or to display or show a quality or feeling by one's acts or appearance, to demonstrate as a verb. In American history, we learn about the concept of manifest destiny, and that is applied to the spread of settlers across the United States from east to west. And that concept was kind of popularized by some politicians at the time. But looking back, it's that idea that it's like obvious that Americans are going to take over the whole country. It's problematic. Not great. Obviously, people were already living in the country. So, in any event, that is a use of manifest. Some examples here are: her happiness manifested itself in the form of a smile. The artist's vision manifested in a beautiful painting. Here's a story to review the words. So, go ahead and listen to me, and all the words are in there. Eddie has been feeling lost lately and struggling to find his passion in life. He's been going through the motions of his job, feeling pathetic, and wondering if there's more to life than this. One day, he stumbled upon a rundown old house that caught his eye. Despite the putrid smell and uncanny feeling, something about it called to him, and he decided to renovate it. As Eddie began working on the house, he encountered a scurrilous rumor going around the neighborhood that the previous owner had died a tragic death inside. The news was divisive among the locals, with some believing it to be true and others dismissing it as a silly superstition. However, Eddie refused to let the rumor dissuade him from his renovation project. As he worked, Eddie discovered a hidden compartment in the wall that contained an old journal. The journal detailed the previous owner's struggles with mental illness and how the house had become a salve for her during her darkest moments. Reading the journal, Eddie was able to manifest a newfound appreciation for the house and the beauty of its history. With newfound purpose, Eddie decided to implement a plan to turn the house into a community center for mental health awareness. And with each passing day, Eddie felt less lost and more fulfilled, knowing that he was making a difference in his community. So, listen to me pronounce these words one last time. Uncanny, Renovate, Scurrilous, Divisive, Pathetic, Putrid, Dissuade, Salve, Implement, Manifest. Great job today. There are other lessons just like this one. It's a series, and I'll put playlists and videos down below. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think about these words down below in the comments. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.